Hello.
Hello again.
Hello, watchers and listeners. Untrue Lies.
That's what it is.
Yep. Season 2, episode 17.
17.
17.
Oh,
Episode 17.
Almost legal.
Yeah, we're getting there. Things are
17.
things are really coming together.
I thought for sure we were on the teens earlier. We were talking, I thought maybe we were not quite yet. But we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Like
we're getting there. I'll tell you what, it's been good. It's been good.
I remember it being 10 below doing some of these, It's
pretty, pretty cool. That's better than 2 below.
2 below,
yeah. That's in Mississippi.
Is that where that's at?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, hey, there was my stupid joke for the night.
There you go.
Get that out of the way and just be done with it. Again, we're live on the TikToks.
Yes.
Against AOC's advice. I hope somebody will listen.
We're starting to get some trolls, I think.
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big troll right there.
Oh, yeah. Right under the bridge there,
Yeah, she's something else. Yeah, somebody ought to dump her in the Potomac.
No.
See, there you go. I went right. I woke up this morning and just chose violence.
Did you?
I did.
Some days you have
I woke up this morning and I'm like, you know what? I choose violence
some
today.
Days you have to, Steven. That's what it is.
Well, Casey, drink?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Ah, Amy, how you doing, Hambone?
Oh, Hambone.
Oh, yeah.
Hambone. Take your poison.
Oh, that's right. You were doing that. I'm doing the good stuff here.
Yeah.
Basil Hayden, nice guy.
Yeah, old Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden there.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there we go. I might go a little heavy on this.
Oh, Steven, wow.
Well,
you just don't have to.
Like I said, I woke up and I chose violence this morning, so I might as well, just give her a little. Do a good episode.
Episode 17.
Yep. Hey. One more.
To
the Pope.
To the Pope.
To the Pope. Is he perfect?
He is perfect.
You sure?
He is. I am sure 100% the whole church is behind me on this.
Boy, I don't know.
Harmon Bryan.
No. Sorry. I'm sorry, Harmon Bryan user. But we're squirt people.
Yeah. However,
I like a good
one. If one would have to come.
If a guest was here in the studio with us, I'm sure a Pepsi could be arranged.
Probably scrounge one up,
Yeah.
So
I like squirt.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So this new Pope we got.
Yeah. I walked in someplace and the news was playing, and you know what? Like the first 3 minutes, what I heard he was from Chicago, and they wanted to know if he was a Cubbies or a Sox fan. It's just what do you think? Cubbies guy, Sox guy. I'm thinking Cubbies guy. Who the heck's a Sox fan anyway? I mean,
what are you talking about?
White Sox games are awesome though.
What's a Sox and a Cubbies?
Baseball.
Cubs and the White
Sox. Oh.
Yeah.
We did find out he's a Villanova basketball fan.
Oh, there you go. Hey, he's right up there, Villanova basketball fan.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with them. They win a lot.
No, yeah, they're good team.
Yep.
I'm just happy Chicago finally got a win.
Right. They need.
They did. The last thing to come out of Chicago or person to come out of Chicago that held a high title, such as Pope or President, was not so good.
Okay.
I wonder what he thinks about Kanye. Kanye's from Chicago.
And so was Barack Obama.
That's right. He was Illinois, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and we know what he did to the country.
Well, that's where Biden came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just America is winning bigly again.
Yeah,
in the world, right?
This is huge. It's huge. Nobody's seen anything like it.
The guys that they were talking like people were in the square, right? They're like they announced who Pope was, and like people were looking like really?
Yeah. An American?
Yes.
What?
Yes. All I can say is get ready, Catholics. This Pope is going to take a chicken nugget and turn it into the body of Christ for sure. Chicken nuggets for everybody.
So what's his ethnicity though? Do we know?
Yeah, he's Italian and Spanish.
He looks like your classic Italian dad.
He does.
Yeah,
Got the bald hair.
But they said so. His Italian was great. I mean, listening to his speech or blessing or whatever he did, his Italian was amazing.
Okay.
They say his Spanish is even better than his Italian.
I don't know. All I know is do not piss him off. There's just no way. Oh no. Somebody's getting a hammer thrown at him for sure. It's just
Yeah. But I'm happy. I'm happy we got some white smoke.
Yeah, the white
They
smoke.
quit burning tires. So now we got the white smoke.
Maybe they ran out of tires. I don't know.
I was surprised at their choice.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah. I didn't think that would be it.
I thought it was going to be a DEI hire, but it wasn't.
I know. No, we did away with that.
I don't know.
He has power over the
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. That's good. It's a good thing.
Well, I'm glad the people chose him.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
I told you there was only ever one pope that was chosen by God, and that was Peter.
That was the first one.
pope.
The first one, right?
After that, people chose the pope.
The people did, right?
Yep. So anybody wants to argue that with me, we'll sit down. We can argue it. However, how was your week? You've been busy over there. The yard, Casey.
Best it's ever looked, huh?
You had a weed eater out.
I know. This early too. I know.
I couldn't believe it. I looked up there and I'm like, what happened?
I don't know. The dad mode setting in.
Yeah.
It's important that I keep the yard clean, for the boy. I can't I'd lose him in the weeds, right?
Oh, yeah, the way you live, just let it go. We never find him up there.
I know. And, well, standards of others have brought me up, right? That's the...
that adult peer pressure guy.
Right. The people you surround yourself with, and here we are. I'm over there striping.
Yeah.
So far, I've done north to south, east to west. I did... what is it, 4 to 10?
4 to 10?
4 to 10 was that, and now, we're going 2 to 8. It'll be 2 to 8, yeah. 2 to 8 next mowing. So,
all right, nice.
Yeah, we'll get all that, and then we'll just keep rotating, right?
Yep.
North to south again. I'm going to start keeping a log on what date I did it.
Okay, are you going to bag your clippings and date them too?
I don't think I'm a bagger yet, but
Okay.
I got to get mulching blades. I do got to do some maintenance there, but we'll get it. We'll get it. It's coming.
All right.
Did some tree trimming. I got some trees to burn. That's the next priority, right? So yeah.
Yeah, you did it. I'll tell you what, you cleaned up all the branches. I thought for sure you were going to mow right around them.
You thought.
I did.
I
thought.
But
And no.
Yep.
So great. So great. You know what? I couldn't be happier for you.
Well, thank you, Stephen.
Right now. And I'm glad that you're not that neighbor now.
Thank you. Well, I was for a long time. I was that neighbor. Now there's got to be another. But we don't know. It's really high standards on this
It
street.
is.
I mean, first off, we're the only two I think that work. Well, I guess there is another, but I mean, seriously, how many working families here? It's all.
Oh no, we live in a retirement community.
It's a retirement community. They have time. Oh,
yeah.
So.
And then like I get crap because it takes me longer to get things done, chores and stuff. But I work 10, 12 hours a day, and then I have to come home. There's days that I just don't want to do anything.
I hear you. I get there sometimes too, but I'm doing better. So we've devoted a lot of time to my lawn care.
It's a standard now. It's It's part of the episode.
I
Each
did talk.
episode.
I talked to somebody this week, and they said, "You know what my favorite part was?" And I said, "What?" They said, "Your buddy asked what the local news was for the week, and you said you did a second mowing." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm not lying. I don't know what else to say."
Local news, CVS or Rite Aid's closing.
Yes, we have some local news. I'll get better at this, right? I get now. He's asking what the local news. I wrote stuff down. The very first one though is the Rite Aids. The Rite Aids are leaving us.
Well, and this pisses me off to no end. All right, these big corporations come in, chase out all the little guys,
Exactly.
file bankruptcy again, and then leave. And now I can't get my prescriptions.
Right. How do you screw up selling drugs?
If I don't, how can a pharmacy not make money?
How can it not make money here? Even here, like I know, and that's the problem. They probably are making decent money here. I mean, I don't know, but how do they screw it up? And they did. The whole thing's just done. They're done.
So we might pretty soon. There's going to be tumbleweeds rolling down the street because everything's closing up, and it's all these big corporations and big chains that came in, built these big buildings, and then when they leave, they just leave. They leave the building. They don't do any maintenance on it. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There they go. Gone.
Sheets is another one.
Yep. Sheets is.
No, I stopped buying sheets over that.
I
haven't bought a sheets. I haven't bought anything. In fact, I cut my card up, threw it away. I ain't bought it.
Steve Sheets. When I see him again, he's going to get an earful.
I bet.
What mic adjustment?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a mic adjustment.
Mic adjustment. All right,
okay.
There we go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carl.
Yeah. It does. This kind of stuff pisses me off. We're small town folk. And they come in and they don't, these corporations don't give a crap about us. They scrape stuff off their shoes that they think more highly of than the people in these small communities that they're hurting.
Yep. So think of that next time. You run to your Walmart.
Yeah. Support these local businesses.
Yeah. That's what you got to do.
My only hope is, I would love to see, when we had June Caldwell down here where the senior center is, and she had the Subway in there and her pharmacy.
Yep.
Started a nice business, and Rite Aid ran them out. Lundberg.
Yep.
We're in there forever, multi-generational.
Offered him a ton to go work there.
Yeah, and then gone.
It's gone. It's old American.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what it is. It's a shame.
It's probably owned by China.
China. No, I don't know. I don't know what the future is for drugs in our area.
It's probably I'll tell you what it is. It's the freaking Swedes.
Potter County is the same way, right? There's not a lot, in counter sport. They're losing their Rite Aid as well, and I don't think they have a mom and pop pharmacy anymore. There's quite a void of.
I was considering starting one out of the studio here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. There's seriously probably a 50 or 75-mile void of pharmacy.
St. Mary's has St. Mary's Pharmacy is still up
20 miles away to St. Mary's.
Yeah, I got to drive 20 miles to either go to the Walmart
when I'm sick
and stand in line.
Yeah, and that's when I go. I go when I'm sick. I don't get normal.
You don't have any maintenance medicines?
Not really. No.
Oh boy, lucky you.
There's no maternity places wards.
Yeah, you can't even have a baby around here anymore.
Don't get anybody pregnant.
Yeah, all the hospitals closed down their maternity wards.
Yeah. This is a truly natural
area. In the yard like the Amish now.
I know. And the taxes are going to go up.
Right? You get a squat, you chew the cord off, lick them dry, and then freaking get going.
So
crazy. What else you got?
Where are we going to set the fireworks off at?
So this has
been set the fireworks.
This has been on my mind.
Yeah.
On where they were going to do it. The fairgrounds, I think, is the.
I heard rumblings of the fairgrounds.
The fairgrounds is probably the best choice. Now, however, it's could be a little touch and go.
It comes down to the insurance.
When I was a kid,
Okay.
they set them off over at the sewage plant.
Oh.
So they'd set them off at the sewage plant, and you could see all over town, no matter where you were at, you could see the fireworks. You didn't have to go sit in bleachers somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, the fireworks were there. You could sit everywhere. Yeah. I mean, anywhere you could see them. The other place is, you know, I don't know, the liability and the insurance, but Caldwell's parking lot, and you could see them all over town also. But then you really have to close that off.
Well,
it needs to be closed off, because then you have, you know, you got all the degens running around town with their hoodies, and they want to go in there and piss with things.
It's the insurance part, right? And that's
right.
Again, what has happened to America is everything's about insurance. And, you know, to do it those few places that you mentioned, some individuals would have to take on that risk or that cost.
Right.
And even you could say, well, we could supplement them with money to much of a fight. It's still a risk.
They're worried about that track that they put in for the 4 kids on the track team.
You can't do that either. I know. I know. Well, I know it's a warranty issue with there.
No. I was upset about this track anyhow.
Okay.
Do we have this huge track team that we needed to do all this, spend all this money on a track?
I don't.
We ran on gravel when I was in track.
Well, I mean, that was long back. And we did. We had a gravel track for a long time. We did lack in the track department.
But then they paved it, and then they went back, ripped it up, and paved it again.
Well, they took the dirt track or the gravel track out when I was in high school and put in like a literally just an asphalt track. That's all it was. And now it's like that. It's that cushiony, like
here's the
foamy stuff.
Okay. Our school district has a total K through 12 600 kids max.
Oh no, I don't even think that is.
Not even that.
No, not even that. I think probably half that.
That's the entire district.
I think probably district like D9 or
district.
Just
Cameron County.
No, I would say it's, what is it? Probably 300. I'd say.
So there you go. And now they're putting more rooms in, and they have all these special rooms for this and special rooms for that. And oh, we need another teacher because she had more than 8 kids in her class. We had 26 kids in every class. Like when you went to math class,
yeah,
there was 20 kids in there.
I thought the average was 30. Yeah.
You know, now there's 20 kids,
yeah,
6 kids.
20, yeah, you're lucky if a grade it's 30 kids, right?
And
so.
To me, something needs to happen there. Now, I'm not on the school board. I don't make those decisions. So this is just my
yeah.
You know, this is my personal thing. I don't have a kid in that school district. However, the only thing that bothers me is I pay the tax. I'm one of the people that pay taxes.
Yeah. We all
you know,
yeah.
All these relievers and cheese eaters that are sending their 15 kids to school are not paying school tax.
Well, if they don't own the property, I guess.
Exactly.
They don't own property.
No, because they're all HUD cheese eaters and relievers.
I don't know. I don't have the figures or the opinion on the school. I just don't follow it that much. I'm sure I will in a few years. But
I can tell you this: he's not going to our school.
I think he is.
No, he is not. No, he is not. He is not. He'll go to a good Catholic school. They'll beat the Satan out of him.
That might be what he needs. Not sure the baptism took.
Some of my best and closest friends are from Catholic schools, and they're like some of the best people I know. And still just really cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with them at all. They're not
Well-
Bible thumpers or anything like that.
Oh,
It's just
geez.
good education.
Okay, Casey, next.
Oh, did we have another?
Did you have another?
I had one more.
Okay.
Pretty cool thing. I don't know many people that wrote a book, but I now do know one guy that personally wrote a book. My buddy at work, Dylan Wade Clark. Good guy. I think he watches a podcast every now and then.
Okay.
And he wrote a book called From a Dark Place. And it, of all places, takes place in Claremont.
Oh, nice.
Which is
very cool.
Near to my heart. It's not
Okay.
too far from the house.
Hide the $10 he gave you to plug that.
I don't know. I didn't even have $1. I tell you, I didn't have $1.
I thought he gave you $10 to plug it.
No. I wish he did, but he didn't. But
Well, what's the premise here? Is this fictional? Is it?
it's a fictional. I didn't read this far. I read the first three chapters. Looks like a murder mystery to me.
Okay.
Or,
Oh,
of
very
some
cool.
sort.
And what's he do at work? What's his?
Maintenance coordinator he is. So he's the guy that dispatches. He gets all the orders in, all the work
Okay.
orders for the job.
Wow, that's awesome.
And divvies them up a little bit, yeah. And orders parts
Hey,
for the guys.
where
Yeah.
do we get this? Amazon?
Amazon's on the Amazons. I ordered.
Okay.
There's a soft cover, hardcover. I even sprung for the hardcover. So
Yeah. So there you go. From a Dark Place, local.
Yep.
There you go. Local
Local
writer,
author,
Dylan
yeah.
Wayne Clark. Check it out. I mean, that's awesome.
yeah, cool for him. He's got
Yeah.
another book too. He got another one that's coming out too. So yeah, it's not out yet. Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, very good.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, get on the Amazons and get you a copy.
That's my local news this week.
All right. Awesome. Very cool. So, again, I don't know what's going on at Pirate Stadium.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what's going on there. They're going crazy. Got guys flipping out of the stands.
Almost as bad as Philly right now.
Yeah.
It's just,
Now you got security officers running around trying to beat kids like they're a redheaded stepchild with his belt.
right. I wonder if that's part of the training. Like, hey, if you're a real bad pickle,
Yeah, whip your belt off and
the belt
start
off and
hitting
let's
people
go.
with it. I don't know, but I'm saying,
I'm against it though. I don't know that I'm against the guy.
I'm not against the guy. I'm
What
just
are you
saying
gonna do in that
the
situation.
franchise needs to, step it up and, Come on.
What are you going to do in that situation? Would you do something different?
I wouldn't whip him with a belt.
I mean,
Or
that
what?
guy was
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was the security. So why was the security fighting the fan? He should just be like taking him with other
Yeah, I
security.
mean, he's very unprofessional as security.
I didn't
Oh,
do
yeah.
radio. I don't know. I don't know. The
But
situation.
however,
I'm wondering the way the guy that was fired up. I'm wondering if there was some things being thrown out, some names.
there might have been some slurs.
Yeah.
Might have been some slurs.
Because the guy,
Thrown.
a lot of times when you see those guys like that, like all fired up, it's because of that.
Yeah, could have been somebody could have thrown out a hard end and got him fired up. However, it's a word.
I don't know. We're taking it pretty far.
But-
all I know is I see a video of a man, using his
Whipping
belt,
people
and
with a belt.
I'm not quick to judge. I don't know. Maybe he was in the right. You don't know.
Well,
You don't know.
I mean, for God's sakes, throw fisticuffs, man. You were about 18. This guy's like 18 feet tall.
He was a tall, skinny guy. He was
Yeah.
not,
Fisticuffs, brother.
Yeah, maybe. I
Fisticuffs.
don't know.
With a belt like a
I haven't read up on
like
that
a
either.
straight up freaking pansy.
Well, what did you think? What did we hear? Did anybody actually read about it?
No, we just watched the video and made judgment.
No, I didn't read anything about it afterwards.
No, all we do is we just watch the video and immediately make judgment.
Yes.
Why would we read into anything and get the background?
No, we talk about it later on in the group chat. We talk about what actually happened when we find out.
Well, I originally thought the guy that let's back up a minute. The guy that popped off the stand, I'm like, oh no, he did it for attention. And then like,
Oh no, yeah, no, he was just drunk as
no, he
hell.
was just drunk.
Yeah.
It's just drunk.
Drunk as hell and just and jumped too high. And
This so and again, we'll go. The video is in the last podcast. It did not look real.
It did. It did. It looked like something.
It looked like somebody threw a doll or a rubber.
It looked like something jumped up and bit him.
Yeah.
He should
Right in the butt dogs.
Right in the butt dogs. That's what it looked like.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I don't understand it. I don't. But again, what do we know?
What do we know?
Boy, big news.
Big news. Okay.
Big news. So last week we talked about our partners with the Dan Smith Candy people. You know, by the way,
Lovely people. Lovely people.
I still have not seen a box of candy sitting here.
Not so lovely people.
Not so lovely. We're gonna get to the bottom of
Get
this.
some motorways or something.
Yeah, Millway, can I get a turtle or something here?
A turtle.
Yeah. However,
Dylan Wade Clark just joined.
Oh,
hey, Dylan Wade, great book. I mean, congratulations on this. What way to go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Okay, there we go.
That is
I'll tell you
really.
what.
Yeah,
We'll have
pull her up and set her right
we'll
there.
set her right
So
here.
we got it.
Yep.
Get it on the Amazons.
All right.
So I was contacted from way up north.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the 27 Beard Company. So I got a couple of packages
Okay.
in the mail.
Do explain. This is.
Well, yeah, I'm going to. So got a couple of packages in the mail from the 27 Beard Company. They want. This is their newest scent, I guess,
Okay.
that they come out with. It's not even. They don't even have the labels or anything for this new scent yet.
It's that early.
It's that
We're-
early in the process, and we got
We are the
we
ground
got the
floors.
first. We got the first of these, and I guess I should probably open up and see what's in here, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So
There
this-
we go.
this-
Live opening on the air.
This scent is going to be called the Veteran,
Oh, I like.
which I like.
Yes.
I really like. And again, it's 27 Beard Company. I'll put a link and to the website where you can get this. So this is the beard wax. You know, I use this stuff a lot.
The beard wax. Yes.
The beard wax, I do. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Yeah. So what a great scent. It's not overpowering at all. It's perfect. But the beard wax I use a lot, and I'll tell you what, if you're just starting your beard,
Yeah.
this is a great product for beard training.
See, I thought you had to get that. I thought you went to move to the beard. This is my problem with beard products. When do you start? Like, I thought you had to have some half-inch length or something to start.
No. So,
You're saying no.
so I use this for beard training. You know, because your beard's going to get all
Oh yeah.
freaked out and all over the place, and
Yeah.
this stuff works great for beard training. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. These guys, I just absolutely love them. So what do we got here? Oh yeah, beard oil. So same scent, really good. So now that I'm in summer mode,
Yeah.
so I trim down in the summer.
Okay.
I'll use a lot of this.
That I used every day. Yeah.
And you know the purpose.
Keep it from itching. I thought.
Well, it's not just that, but you get the flakes
Oh,
and you get
okay.
the beard dandruff
Yeah. Not.
and all that.
Not.
And this stuff works.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, really works. You can get some beard oil and it doesn't work.
Right.
You know, it has
moisturizer.
this is a really, really good moisturizer and keeps it soft and it just really good stuff. So there you go. This is, which is great. Couple of local. Well, this was all. I don't know. Lloyd Fink.
Heard of him. Yeah. Nice guy. I met him once.
You know-
I did drink with him one time. Yeah.
Very well.
Lloyd and I did some hanging around, and when Lloyd was here, we did some trail maintenance and stuff together.
Okay.
Big hiker.
He's a man of the woods.
Whiskey connoisseur.
Oh, bourbon.
Oh,
You know,
God bless.
first podcast I was ever on was on a podcast that he was doing,
Really?
and we did bourbon tasting, and
Oh,
I took them a bottle of I can't remember what it was. It was black. It was the I have the label up there. The Lead Slinger whiskey, and we tried that. But yeah, Lloyd Inc. in Alaska. They have a website. You can order it off the website. I'm gonna talk to them.
Interesting colors, green and white like
Yeah.
that. What's 27 stand for?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Lloyd.
I'd like to know 20. I was trying to line the
Yeah.
27 up, but I wasn't lining
But
up.
we will. I'll get some more information. I'll put that out during the edit portion, and put the website up. Great company. Tom Palmer also moved to Alaska from Emporium, retired Air Force guy, and Tom and his wife have now hooked up with Lloyd, and they're part of this project also. So
Good team. I'm sure it's a good team.
it is. It's a good team and good people. So again, thank you for sending this. And as I use this new scent a little more, I'm expected to be flocked by the female.
I hope it's not them Megans. Like last time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I'm sure it'll all be beautiful women flocking my way because of that scent.
I'm sure.
I love it. I'll tell you what, I really like that. It's some of that stuff you get's overpowering, and that's really, really good. Like I said, Casey, take that beard wax.
all right. I'm gonna heed your advice.
Okay, and as you start to get it in there, that's where you get, because I think your problem that you have with growing a beard is it just starts to bother you.
It does.
It bothers you.
It itches. It's all going the wrong way.
So this will take care of that.
Okay.
It will. I promise. So there you have it. We're out there. We're getting them from Alaska all over the place.
Get some movement for sure.
Yeah. We are. And I'm happy that they've, sent this stuff to us, and we'll continue to use the product as usual, but, continue to put some plugs out there for that great company, again, owned by local folk. So, like to see local folk done good.
Absolutely.
So, have you heard of the Rich Valley Lights?
I've done a couple campfires, and I've seen some goings on. There's some goings ons out there. Not.
It's not normal.
There's not normal.
Okay.
For sure.
So, as far back as I could track this was 1962.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was the first time that this was seen.
Okay.
And old Dorman Moore was on his tractor up at the farm.
Okay.
And he saw this cold blue flashlight.
That's what it is.
And there's several of them. And it's just like a cold, like an ice blue color.
Yeah.
That just would flash once and then they move. And there's several of them. And they're way too organized to be fireflies.
Right.
And that's that orange, that's that yellowy.
Yeah, it's a
color.
And
you gotta remember, 1962, we weren't flying around these drones and stuff either.
Yeah, that wasn't around,
No. But when he came out the next morning, because Dorman had himself a dairy farm right up the road here. I don't know if that was way before your time.
Yeah, it was way,
I used to go up and I'd watch Dorman milk the cows.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a hand milker.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
They were the female, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. They all had teats.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
but that's the weird thing. That's the weird thing.
Okay.
When he came out the next day, next morning milk, none of the cows had milk.
Didn't make it that night.
They did not produce that
And
night.
that's all. That's
It was very odd.
Unheard of. You got to milk them or they
Right.
hurt.
Well, they had nothing in it.
There's
The
nothing in
bag,
it. But if you don't milk them, they will hurt eventually. Like
Yeah,
that's cool to do, right?
the bag was empty.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now this has been seen.
Are you asking the cow for consent? Is that what you're saying? It's
No,
cool
I'm
to-
saying if you have to.
Well, yeah, you don't just reach up there and grab them. You say,
No.
you're like, hey, yeah, you rub them on the butt a little bit. You're like, hey, Bessie, do you mind if I grab you by the teat here real
No,
quick?
that's not at all.
You
what I'm
gotta
saying.
get consent.
No, I'm saying if you own a milk cow, you can't just like, oh, I don't feel like milking today. You can't do that because they will. It's painful.
Women are the same way.
Yeah, I never.
They do.
Never dealt with.
Yeah.
such
Oh,
a thing.
they'll get hard and you gotta milk them.
There's a woman in the audience that's shaking her head yes.
Yeah, you gotta milk them.
Got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they took pills if they didn't want to do the milk thing.
Well, that's if you don't want to. But if you're breastfeeding
Yeah.
and you go on vacation, you still gotta milk.
Right. No, I know it's an issue.
Even if you leave the baby at home, you gotta take the pump
Yeah,
with you.
the pump thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife did not do that. I gave her the choice. She said, "Look, I don't want to do it. I just want to do the formula." So
Oh Christ, that poor kid would have starved to death.
I know. I know.
Sorry, Tosh.
Yeah, poor kid. He's a big kid. I
know.
I've seen him.
So I was looking at a picture just yesterday of me holding him in the garage.
Yes, I seen it. Was one of my yearly photo I came up.
Yeah, and I was like, wow.
He's triple size.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I have a hard time. He falls asleep. I have a hard time carrying him back to the bed. Like he's heavy.
Yeah.
It's like a young
solid.
man.
He's very solid.
Oh my god.
Very solid.
Oh. Or Hammy
Hammy,
bone.
aren't you supposed to be working?
No, he's supposed to be watching our podcast. Leave him alone.
Now let me tell you about this. This is still going on. So through the 80s, it was very prevalent. People were seeing them. I talked to a guy up the road the other day. I was up camp the other day. Croc and I went up to, have a little of the the nectar of the gods.
Yeah, that's
A little nectar of the gods at camp, like
thing in Rich Valley.
like men do. And one of the fellas from up there, we call him Tater, he stopped in. And he was telling me about the lights being on the mountain behind his, I wouldn't call it a house, but where Tater lives up in the valley there, he was talking about the lights being up there. And he said, if he goes out and honks his horns on the truck, the lights will follow him.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild.
Then, what was it, 2003, 2004? This is documented. 4 teenagers were out camping, right around fishing season, doing their fishing season camp out, and they saw the lights. And they started to follow it. Well, they disappeared for 4 days.
Okay.
4 days. Parents couldn't find them. Nobody could find them. They came back. They were, when they showed back up, they were like all dirty and muddy, and they, they were like confused, and they smelled like skunk. And they were looking at their, back then they had cell phones, and they had a picture on their cell phone of all 4 of them standing in front of a Popeye's chicken.
That's impossible.
There's not a Popeye's chicken within 100 miles of you.
No, there isn't. That's crazy.
Yeah. They have no idea. But when they realized where they were back at their camping spot.
That's crazy. Huh. Popeye's chicken.
Popeye's chicken. I don't know why there.
Because his finger looking good.
Well, no, that's KFC.
I don't. What is Popeye's catchphrase?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Chicken from Popeyes.
chicken. Get your chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah, they got a good biscuit.
You gotta say it.
They got a good biscuit.
They do got a good biscuit. They do.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of the Popeyes biscuit.
I'm just not a fan of Popeyes in general, but I like biscuits. Yeah,
It's weird.
They're good.
I'm a biscuit fiend.
Yeah.
He's a spinach guy. I wonder how he.
Yeah, how did he get chicken?
That's weird.
That was very
You ever
weird.
think
Well,
about
the guy's dead that invented Popeye's chicken, but all his restaurants they're called Friendly's Fried Chicken in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Now you get some fried chicken.
And when you go to the Friendly's Fried Chicken, it's his original place. It's the original Popeye's fried chicken. Like, not fat. It wasn't fast food fried chicken. It was.
I'm gonna tell you,
It's awesome.
the best fried chicken I ever had, New Orleans.
Rollins?
Oh, you would
I have not been.
you would
I have
think
not
you're
been.
going down there for a pole or the jambalaya, the crawfish pie, the filet gumbo.
I don't.
But I'll tell you what, the fried chicken was unbelievable.
My favorite thing. The Friendly's place is in I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but it's right outside New Orleans. You can see the city from where we're at, but it's right outside. Incredible fried chicken.
Yeah.
Really kind of like a fancier place. You know, you can get everything there. We got char-grilled oysters.
I'm an oyster fiend.
They're
I'm
so
a
good.
big fan of Nolo.
Nolo.
Yeah,
No.
Nola.
No.
Nola.
I've not been yet.
Nola.
Yeah.
We thought about going there for our honeymoon, and it
Yeah.
didn't work out. And at some point we'll get.
Where'd you
there.
end up going for your honeymoon?
Bahamas. Did a Bahama cruise.
Uh.
Whatever, it was all right.
Yeah, you're so
You know what was cool though? We left out of Charleston.
South Carolina.
Charleston's a beautiful city.
I lived in Charleston for a
Did you?
year.
Did you
Yes,
really?
North Charleston, right off of Ashley Phosphate.
And there's a lot of industry there now. It's a growing city, I think.
Love
It's
Charleston.
It's beautiful. It really is.
I'll tell you what. You go to Charleston, I bump into somebody on the street. You know, you're walking down the sidewalk, you bump shoulders. Next thing you know, I'm playing cards at your house on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
They're just the nicest people. Absolutely just, but the kids treat you like Mr. Steve and yes sir, no sir. Then you turn your back and the little sons of bitches will steal your wallet.
Yeah. Now it's done. I don't know.
Anyhow,
these lights.
these lights.
I was I was out one night at the campfire.
I was with you.
And it looked like a giant string of anal beads going across.
Yes,
the
it
sky.
did.
Remember that?
And it was really, really low.
And that was, we all know what that was. The Starlink. That was the Elon Musk Starlink.
Yeah, but they looked like they were so low.
They were very low.
Like they weren't in orbit. It just looked very
But
strange.
it sounded like what you were talking about, something different.
No, these move.
And obviously Starlink wasn't around in the
Yeah,
60s.
these move.
And
These move.
yeah.
So, because Saturday night,
Yeah.
I talked to Tater
Sad night, almost.
up at camp.
Yeah.
I thought, all right, Sunday night, I'm going to take a little drive around and see if I can find these.
Okay.
So I took a little drive, and damned if I didn't see one light.
Really?
And it was cold blue, and it flashed one time and then stayed on. Next thing you know, another one comes. Flash, stayed on. And just then they started circling the first one that stayed on. So, I'm testing Tater's theory. I honk the horn and move. They move. Honk the horn, moved, they moved. The only weird thing about this whole incident that I found was I have, the Sirius XM in the
Yeah,
truck.
we all have, yeah.
Okay. It continuously played the whole time I was driving the same Garth Brooks song over and over again.
I knew Garth Brooks. That's a Warden's favorite.
Which one was it?
Thunder Rolls.
I knew it. I knew it was the Thunder Rolls.
I don't know why. And I like the song.
Yeah,
It's a good song. It's a good song. It's
Now,
about domestic abuse. Yeah.
so I talked to the local authorities about this. Go down to the sheriff. I'll talk to Sheriff Homan. What do I find out? There's two things that Sheriff Homan would rather do than take a ride on the Rich Valley Road at night. And he said it's a nice warm bubble bath and a good cup of coffee.
Really?
He said, I will not go up the Rich Valley Road after 9 o'clock at night.
I feel like that's a theme. Yeah. It gets a little weird up here after.
So,
aliens or lights or not, it gets a little weird up here after 9.
I'm just saying, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna investigate any further because I'm afraid my Cirrus is gonna go out in my truck and I'm gonna have problems.
All right, needed that reconnection fees.
Yeah, ridiculous. But I don't know. It's just something to think about. You're up in the Rich Valley area. Try to stay away after 9 o'clock, unless you like Garth Brooks. That's all I have to say.
I do like Garth Brooks,
though.
I don't know. He's actually kind of it.
What do you think about this whole? I mean,
I want to know what our viewers think about it, right? I'm sure they got explanations, right?
I don't know.
Explanations.
Well, in the early, right after Dorman had saw it, they thought maybe it was like an old gas well that was popping off on the hill or something. No.
Blue.
Nope. Wasn't that.
It's not blue. That's yellow.
Yeah, that's a yellow flame.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I
and why would they steal the cow's milk? Or did it scare the cows and they were like, and they held their milk? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not an expert on cows, but
we don't have any more dairy farms in the county. There are none.
Yeah, Mason's stopped, didn't they? They don't.
Everybody's stopped. There is not a dairy farm.
There wasn't
in
a lot of
County.
money in it. There was a lot of upkeep. There was a lot of standards.
Well, I don't know. Is that the reason why?
Well, I mean,
the blue lights
might have been the blue lights. Might have dried up all the cows. Could have, Stephen.
Just saying.
Yeah. People have been seeing. We've got clear back in the Bible, right? We got chariots of fire and the whole 9 yards, right? There's been some stuff going on up there for quite a while.
There has.
And I think Rich Valley, everybody wants to be in Rich Valley.
Everybody does.
It's just, why not? Why not?
I don't know.
They chased out all the cows.
I've seen a few burning bushes in Rich Valley. That's for sure. There's some stuff going on.
Well, that girl had the crabs.
Oh, damn, yeah. What
Damn
the
it.
head again? What?
That's the only reason why that was burning.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. Parking up at that cemetery.
Yeah, what they're doing, parking up that cemetery, canoodling.
Getting a jump.
A little jump.
Jump.
You go up that cemetery. We go up and we clean that cemetery every year. You find more used condoms up there.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
That
Take your
cemetery.
kids home with you.
That cemetery's brought more to life than it's killed off,
Don't take a black light up there at night.
Yeah.
The grass doesn't grow for that whole.
No, it looks like you take a black light up there. It looked like Spider-Man was around slinging webs.
It's horrible. It's like spread the salt right on the earth.
Hey, if you're gonna go up there, take your kids back home with you.
Right.
Don't leave that stuff laying around up there. I don't want to pick that
Now
up.
you can't get the grass to grow no more, Just too much salt in the ground.
But I will say, I want to thank all of the Manginel family for showing up on Rich Valley Cemetery Cleanup Day.
And the clapper.
And we had the Manginel family and the Clapper. They're the only ones that showed up. I put it out on the face space for everybody to see. Don't worry. We got it. Don't worry, your relatives' graves will look nice. Jags.
I was wondering, I got to see you about a cemetery plot so your kids can take care of me.
I got a little plot up there that I got picked out.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Julio's boss just sent us a rose.
There we go. Thank you. How about some diamonds or something?
Is it on the edge near the porta potty or what?
No, I'm going.
Why not mine? No, yours.
I'm going up in the news section.
Oh, moving up.
Yeah, we're clearing out a new section. We got some more acreage, and I'm going to move up into the news section.
Well, that's good for you and Holly. That's good.
Oh, Holly. I spent all my living life with her.
Steven, that's not nice.
The afterlife is mine.
That's not nice, Steven.
The afterlife is mine, damn it.
I guess it is till death do us part.
Yeah, once death hits, my contract's up.
It's your only way out, though. It's your only way out. He's got you till then.
Well, hey,
We're getting lots of roses from Julio.
it's awesome. Thank you. Casey.
Love to see you live, Steve. Hope things are going well for you.
Who's that from?
Julian Watson.
Hey!
I bet if she was
Julian,
she wouldn't like to see you live.
Julian, I hope everything's going good for you out there, man.
It's his name's spelled like Juliano's boss.
Yeah.
Julio?
Yes,
Julian. Yeah.
Julian, hey, nice to hear from you, man. Hope everything's going good with you out there. We could really use you back if you decide that's something you might want to do, but I hope you're really enjoying yourself. But TikTokers, we're here for, this is our third live now, doing the podcast live on the TikToks. Share it out with your friends if you think they might get something out of what we have to say. I mean, what are you doing? Are you traveling or?
Yeah.
Why are you traveling?
Things out here. What?
Hey, you and that phone.
What?
You're always on the phone.
Always on the
We're
phone.
doing a damn we're doing a damn podcast.
I'm sorry, Dad.
And you're on the phone. So what's this about you taking the belt? There was a message that came out. It was something about a belt.
What?
Who?
What belt?
That belt. Is this the belt you wanted to take?
Oh, I'm gonna take it.
No.
Absolutely. Oh, this leak contest.
World champion.
World champion leak contest.
You cannot have the belt.
I think lots of people might want to take that belt if you can open up the world, but I think just in this garage, yeah, that's mine next year. And I didn't really contest a lot. I mean, it was a good show. It was, and people loved it.
You're butthurt, aren't you?
A little butthurt, yeah.
He sounds hurt.
If I didn't care, this wouldn't be fun, right? I mean,
Now you're gonna get all mad in the face.
Mad in the face. I'm mad in the face. You see me mad in the face? Do I look mad? I'm not mad in the face. I'm not mad in the face at all.
Oh God.
I'm over it. You can tell I'm over it, right?
Oh yeah, I can.
You can tell.
I can really tell. Jeez.
So
Freaking leaked it, man. It's okay.
it's over. I'm over it. It's fine.
I like the pour.
There we go. Yeah.
So I'm all. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. I might finish this
It's looking
tonight.
like tomorrow is gonna be it.
Tomorrow might be rough.
Cutting in.
All right. But here's what I'd like to say. I'd like to say this. Again, I bought it.
Oh. Or it's.
I don't know how to get through to our listeners.
Steven, please do not yell at our listeners.
Well, you know what? They need to get their act together.
Well, we could use a whiskey or two, right? It keeps keeps the motors going.
I go through a bottle a week on this thing.
I know. Well, there's lots of planning
There is.
and editing
Editing.
and thinking.
Well, I don't know about that.
And thinking. And, well, I mean, you got to get some brain food in for it.
Yeah, you get a little bit of this nectar of the gods in you.
It'll do her.
It'll do her.
It'll do her.
Yep. So anything going on with Big Daddy Don? Big Daddy Trump doing anything good lately?
I hear. I did. The latest one was like, oh, is he gonna lower inflation? No, he wants to open Alcatraz.
Yeah.
He was open Alcatraz. I don't know.
Why was it closed?
I don't know why it was closed, but from an engineering standpoint, like that would be extremely expensive. I think they closed it because everything's got to come across on a boat. It's just
Exactly.
I don't think that was a smart move at all. I don't think they're gonna do it right. I mean, I think we need to go back and try to purchase Greenland. I see today we voted on the Gulf of Mexico though officially, the Gulf of America. Did it pass?
So
does anybody know if it passed?
the Persian Gulf's getting renamed now.
The Iranian Gulf?
The Arabian.
Arabian. Why? What's that one about?
I don't know. I don't think he likes Persians.
Maybe did they not come to the
No.
table yet? I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't
I
come
think
to the
Per-
table.
I think Persian is outdated.
It might be.
Yeah, it's
It
outdated.
might be an outdated
Yeah,
term.
it is. It is.
You know, they aren't flying around on magic carpets as
Yeah,
much
it's not
anymore.
so much as like carrying around a big sack as naming it Gulf of America rather than the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, it's the Gulf of America.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he made an executive.
And, I don't really. I
I
personally don't care, but
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
Well, how can we just start changing shit all over the world?
What is do we?
Oh, hey, the UK,
Yeah.
they came to the table. Great trade
Yep,
today.
finally made it.
Good.
They
Because
came to the
my
table.
23
It's going to be good for all of us.
My 23.5% tariff can go away.
So, yeah,
Shackles.
the prime minister was on.
Yeah, you did
The prime minister was on the phone during the talk in the Oval Office, and he had nothing but nice things. And I loved the fact that he never called Trump president; he called him Donald the whole time.
Oh wow.
Now, our president, being respectful, would call him Mr. Prime Minister every time. And he was almost the Pope.
He was almost the Pope. Why is everybody butthurt about that?
I don't know.
It's funny.
If I would have posted the exact same thing with my face, everybody probably would have believed it.
I don't know.
Because you said the Pope is perfect.
how
you're-
much?
How much more
How much
perfect
more
can you
perfect
get?
Right?
Really?
Yes. That would be a divine issue for sure.
Yeah.
No, come on. It was a joke.
Let the lights go out.
Lights go out?
I was figuring I start talking about me being Pope and the lights start flickering. I don't know. Oh, Dominic, you need to get up there and figure out what those are.
Oh, we're almost gonna lose.
We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose our TikToks again.
No, not.
You're gonna see his face in there. He's gonna figure that out. Get right in there. You can get right in there. Don't worry about it.
Get it.
There's two. There might be two.
These questions are so hard.
It is.
What is a dorsal fin? The one underneath.
It's probably gonna ask you again.
Is that the?
Hey,
we're back.
We're back. All right, we didn't get kicked off.
On a dolphin.
Dorsal fin. On any fish.
Is that what they cut off? That's the one they cut off worth money.
What? Well, yeah, because
They
You know why?
They cut them off and sell them. Aphrodisiacs. I
no,
don't know.
they make scallops out of them.
No, that's not
Fake scallop. The fake scallops that you get, they're dolphin fins. It's the dorsal fin on the dolphin. They punch them out like little round things.
Shut up.
No, that is the
real thing. They like scrape them off a boat, don't they? Where do
No,
they scallop?
Scallops are a real thing. These are like artificial scallops. They're made out of a dolphin dorsal
fin, and they
Really?
punch them out into those round things so it looks like a scallop.
They have a similar taste and texture.
No one of the
What'd you say about the Jews?
That's all right. All right.
Oh, you can eat
No.
those?
No, just yes, you can eat those. Yes, you can eat those.
The Jews can eat the scallop?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
It says I thought it was shellfish or
Okay,
something.
no, so here's something that I would like to say.
Okay.
Jewish people are the only religion, country, race, all three at one time.
That's true. That's true.
They're the only ones.
That's cool. That's cool.
Religion, country, race.
That's where God's from.
It is where God's from.
Well, Jesus was a Jew,
He was.
and he was killed by Jews.
Yeah.
That's Jew on Jew crime.
Wow. He was.
That means Jew on Jew crime.
No, wait a minute. The Romans killed him.
I don't know about that.
The Romans killed him.
They didn't kill him.
Yeah, they did. I think they put him on the cross, right? And I think, the helmet, the spear.
The helmet?
Yeah, they had the Marty Martian helmet. Yeah.
Who did?
The Romans.
Oh, I thought you said
Those
they
are
put him on.
Spartans.
Yeah, the helmet. I'm like, what? Where did you learn your religion at? That Jesus wore a helmet.
Anyway, no, seriously, the Jews might have condemned him, but they didn't kill him. The Romans.
So I've been doing a little research because I do my theological research occasionally. So supposedly, the spikes that were driven through Jesus' hands and feet were found, and it was by, I don't know, it was by some king's mother. She had one made into a chest plate, and so this stuff, if something that you really want to check out that's really kind of cool is check out religious artifacts.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And so the pieces of the cross. Check that out.
There's some cool stuff there, but
because one guy, so there was this dude that says he found the Holy Grail. He found the Ark of the Covenant. He found all this stuff, but never materialized. But he created.
Hard to prove, I think. It's way too hard to
prove. It is. There's so many people have said that they found this stuff, and well, then where is it?
I don't know. I think people really struggle to try and find a.
The Ethiopians have it all.
Oh, I know.
They have all that stuff.
They have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. That's weird. That's a weird side of it.
I just like to delve into some of that stuff every once in a while.
It's fun to look at, but to me it's weird. I just don't know if I buy it all.
Well,
and I'm probably a bad Christian.
It's because you're not a believer.
I don't think that.
You have no faith.
I don't need that. I don't need that material object to prove my faith. That's the issue I have with it. Like, do you need that? Do you need that material object to prove your faith?
No,
I don't either. But apparently, a lot of people do.
Cool, though.
It is, but how do you know? Come on, realistically, how do you know?
I don't know.
That's
kind of the fun part is not knowing.
Yeah,
wondering.
How many nails? I bet you probably count. I mean, there's probably 10,000 nails out there that are
no,
nails.
There was only 3, and they only ever found 3, and nobody's ever said anything about it again.
Really? Oh, it is.
Yep. There it is.
There it is. The Knights Templar. That's what it is.
That's all false.
Have they ever found anything there? No.
No, those guys are just jags. They spent millions and millions of dollars because they read a freaking book about this shit. And we've spent millions of dollars, destroyed the island, totally destroyed the island, and found nothing.
Found nothing.
Oh,
the whole thing up.
Look, a piece of wood.
You know what they found? A lot of money with the History Channel. That was their treasure.
I don't know if they
found the treasure.
I don't know if they found as much money with the History Channel as they spent.
I don't. I lost interest in it. Everybody calls it Joke Island, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. As usual, it's a television show. anything that you see on that box, that screen, regardless of what screen you're looking at, whether it's on your little phone, whether it's on your computer at home, whether it's on the TV you have on your wall,
or the TikToks,
unless it's Untrue Lies,
unless
it's
lies,
fake.
but not Untrue Lies.
No.
It's right in the name.
Everything that we say here is an untrue lie.
Yes.
There you go.
Blue lights tonight. Blue
I
lights.
don't know. All I say, I throw out the information.
Yeah, no, you only good is what you hear, and Tatum said there's blue lights up the valley.
I never once did I say, well, these are this is that. I give my personal account. I give the accounts of witnesses that I have interviewed.
Right.
You make your own decisions.
Right. So let's break it down. Blue lights.
Yes.
Tater.
Dry
cows. That's tonight's episode.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Why are you drinking Rolling Rock? Are you a hippie?
He is definitely a hippie. I don't know if you've seen him.
I know.
There's a lot of deadheads over there. I don't know if you know.
I prefer the term herbal American.
Mm.
A little bit of the devil's lettuce.
Wow.
So, yeah. Oh, look at the people coming on now. So, how about me starting this pharmacy up here in the studio? I'm going to start a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Do you know you have to have a liquor license to own a pharmacy?
No.
Yes, you do.
Rite Aid has a liquor license?
Yes.
Do they really?
Yep.
No kidding.
Yeah. Welcome to the communist wealth of Pennsylvania.
Exactly. We're only second behind.
Well, why isn't Rite Aid selling liquor?
That's not what they need it for.
I don't know if you've been down there. They sell something right now.
It's the cough syrup or whatever.
Put the liquor in there, maybe
It's
save
a
your freaking business.
It's a different kind of license.
The cussing.
Oh, yeah. I will tell you this. I've been hitting the tussin lately. I don't know what this yellow crap is floating all over here.
Oh, it's in my car today.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Is
it already that time of year?
Yeah. It's that pollen gets me all swolled up. I get all swolled up. My nasal passages get a little clogged up. I gotta, hit the whatever that thing is that you stick up your nose and squeeze it and it shoots that shit in your nose.
Cocaine.
Well, that was the diet plan.
Flonase.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cocaine was the diet plan I was on.
Yeah, that was.
Didn't work out so well. But hey, so I'm in the middle of major construction right now.
I seen.
Yeah.
Or I saw. I don't know which is proper.
Seen and saw.
I say seen.
I seen it.
I seen it.
I done seen all that stuff.
When I was out with the weed whacker last night, I looked over. It was nothing but asses and elbows over here.
Yeah.
The whole clan was at it, throwing and tossing, and there was a couple slurs and bad words said, I think.
Oh yeah.
But
I put a nail through my hand. I fell about 5 feet flat on my back, looked like a turtle laying there trying to get back up.
There's nobody to help you up. They just laugh.
No, but yeah, major construction. We're doing an overhaul of the house. We're ripping and tearing, and I'll tell you what, when it's done, the compound's going to look really nice.
I'm excited for it.
I am too. I'm excited to have a new area at the compound.
I'm excited for you to have a new area at the compound.
It'll be nice.
So I can come over and enjoy it.
Well, yeah, and you can bring the little rugrat over. We don't have to worry about him running away.
Oh,
we'll have them all fenced in.
Oh yeah, we'll put them in the fence and let them go.
Yeah,
sounds like a plan. I'm building a fence myself over there. Yeah.
So I got a new barbecue grill today. I'm gonna put that out there. We're gonna have. It's gonna be a very,
What brand did you go with, Steven?
I went with the charbroil.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, stainless.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
4-burner stainless charbroil.
4-burner at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my hooks on the side for the.
Oh yeah, it's got the little hooks for it.
You got a place for your meat, one for the. I do like where you start, where you end.
Oh yeah.
Condiments. Yep.
Yep, I got all that stuff. So I'll have an area out there.
Yep.
Under roof for my grills. So the Blackstone, we'll have the charbroil, and we'll have the smoker out there. It'll be under roof.
Why is that? Why is that?
What's going on? I think we got warned again.
Somebody said something bad.
Yep, somebody said something bad. TikToks. I said charbroil. Oh, I used a bad word. All right. Yeah, they cut us. I said, you know why? It's because I said Jew. Yep.
I mean, yeah.
But so this is going to be. I'm all about entertaining.
So we're all.
I have a lot of entertainment areas at the compound here.
Yes.
Okay. So we have the big entertainment area inside.
Yep. Where we started this podcast.
Where the podcast started
For our
bar,
time followers, the bar. Yep.
at the entertainment inside. We got out here in the studio on the other side over there, way over on that side. We got a see where the audience where the audience sits. That's the other entertainment area where you can come out here. You can sit and you want to smoke a cigar or something. It's nice.
Yes.
Got the fans going. We got a nice television. You can sit out here. Now I had an outside area that was had a pretty large swimming pool area. We got rid of the swimming pool because nobody would get in it.
Oh.
It was just stupid to have it. It was just
They're the
it
plague
was
of
dumb.
humanity. They are.
I got tired of cleaning it all the time for it just to sit there, and you got to make sure it's nice and crystal clear and all that, and it was just a pain.
Yep.
So I got rid of the swimming pool. We got that all taken care of. We're going to create a nice new outside entertainment area.
Yeah.
Got some new furnitures. We're going to put an outside cooking area out there. Be able to sit there and relax. So that'll be new. That's up and coming.
That's exciting.
I'm just saying, But don't come up here because I don't like visitors.
I see you got a nice hat there. You got the is it Bigfoot playing golf? Is that
It is.
It
It
is.
is. So
very nice.
evidently down here at the Emporium Country Club, there's been some Bigfoot sightings, and from what I understand, he's a scratch golfer.
Is he?
Yeah. Yep.
I remember some
The damnedest thing though is them big footprints on the greens. It was either him or Jack Karsten down there. We're not sure.
Well, I talked to Dan Bowen yesterday about it. He said they're doing everything they can to get rid of the Bigfoot prints for the tournament this weekend.
What's this?
It's a VFW
Legion tournament. I was going to golf in the tournament. I had a team. My team backed out. So I'm not golfing. I'm going to continue to work on the projects around the house, which I think is probably the best thing to do anyhow. Sunday's the Mother's Day.
The Mother's Day.
So if your mother's still with us, make sure you go out there and get with your mother, buy her something nice. Even if you just visit her for a couple hours, it's well worth it.
Worth the phone.
It is. It's worth the phone call. Visit your mom. And then on Monday, which Big Daddy Trump has yet to announce, I'm expecting it on Saturday, the announcement about Monday. So he created a holiday. Today's a holiday.
It is?
It's a new federal holiday. Victory Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the end of World War II.
Oh.
And then on Monday will be the next federal holiday, which will be it's Popcorn's birthday.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I do.
So it's my birthday, and Big Daddy says he's going to at least try to get it through Congress. We don't know. He can't executive order this one because it's...
supported him a long time, and it's probably right. He's got to do right by it.
He does. So,
Yep.
We'll see. So if anybody out there doesn't have anything to do Monday, or you know my address, don't be afraid to send a card or a nice gift of...
Yeah. Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
So
So monetary gifts are always welcome.
Take a shot or
Yeah.
pour some whiskey on the ground or kick your dog.
Yeah.
It's Popcorn's birthday.
Yes. And send money. I was
send money.
Yeah.
I was gonna. All right, can we put the Venmo right here?
I was gonna start a GoFundMe. You know, because
Right.
obviously that's what you do now. If your cat needs surgery or whatever, you just start a GoFundMe, and these people just throw money out there.
I think the GoFundMe at one time it was like that, and lately it's been very useful.
I don't know. I just think it's a little bit
but I
crazy.
but the last couple have been that I've
Yeah.
donated to.
But I will tell you this. So, a really, really good friend of mine and coworker is working on starting a nonprofit.
Oh,
He's a great guy. I'll put a link or some sort of thing here for it. But he wants to be able to put money out to support the mission of totally eradicating child abuse, which
good cause.
A great cause. He's a very young guy, but has a heart of gold, and I won't get into details, but he has a good reason.
Yeah.
A good reason for it, and I'll put a link and some other things. He's trying to get this started, so when you see the link, check it out. Help him out a little bit. He's got the best of intentions, and this is not just a waste of money. There's my sappy thing
There
for
you
the
go.
day.
Salute to him.
You know,
that's good.
Yep.
Good cause.
Casey, I had an incident. Not like I shit myself or anything.
Oh,
I had an incident.
My mind went.
I know. That's exactly where everybody's mind goes when I say there was an
Oh
incident.
no, Steven, I don't know. I don't know if that's podcast worthy, but go ahead.
So, because what you just said to me, so I'm filling out some paperwork at my place of employment.
Yeah.
The lady who I was filling out with, very nice lady, she says, "Is it Steven or Steve?" And I said, "Steve." I said, "There's only two people that call me Steven." I said, "One's my mother, and the other one's Casey."
Yeah.
Nobody else.
I'm changing the narrative.
Nobody else calls me Steven. And I said, and when they do call me Steven, it's Steven with a V. The way men spell it.
No.
Not that PH like I'm half a girl.
Yeah.
No, V. If you spell your Stephen with a PH,
Anyway,
it's like you got half a nut or something. It's
Right.
just freaking weird.
no, you're definitely a V guy. Yeah.
I'm a V guy all the way around. Because today is Victory Day.
Yes.
Which the Prime Minister was very, very adamant about how great it was that the United States and the United Kingdom came to this great agreement at almost the exact time
Oh.
as, when Winston Churchill announced, it's the same. It was just so great that the United States and the United Kingdom, listen, United Kingdom, Europe, whatever you're calling yourself, England, We whooped your asses, and you're still a little butthurt about it.
A little bit.
Yeah. They're a little butthurt about it still. We kicked your ass.
Right.
You know why we beat them? What were they called?
Redcoats.
Redcoats. You do not.
And they walked right in the middle of everything in a formation.
Why
They
would
did
you
not just-
stand in line wearing a red coat?
I gotta be honest. This is my theory. You want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
How much buy-in did they really have in this war? You sailed them across the sea,
The French are the ones we really
right?
messed
And
up.
then they got here and they're like, "This place sucks anyway. Why the hell am I gonna fight for this?" Right? Just because the taxes, like, let them have it. This is just a damn forest, right? I don't think they had a lot of heart in it to begin
Oh,
with.
you know what they want now? On forest.
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, from the
Yeah,
from a
so-
guy that works in the forestry industry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it now, but back then,
suck it. That's what I say. Suck it.
Suck it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we beat you.
I don't have that.
We beat you.
There's some good. I do.
Here's the other thing.
Two-time World War champs.
Yeah, we don't lose.
Yeah, we don't lose. No,
So I had to.
America hates a loser, right? That was
Yeah.
Patton's speech.
At my previous job, I was taking some fellas around I had to take them around the north central Pennsylvania region, and I drove them around for 2 days. They were from Tennessee.
Yeah.
We get done. The biggest observation was that every town, the guy says to me, he goes, "Boy, you guys really celebrate. Every town has that first place trophy." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "That Revolutionary War monument." He said, "You all have a first place trophy at every courthouse." I'm like,
Probably.
"Yeah." I said, "Because we whooped your ass." So there you go.
I have heard. I have two things that I would take that I have learned from the Europeans that I've met. And I've met many of them over the years in industry and
Yeah.
whatnot. One is they don't give a shit about the Queen or their royalty. They don't. I've never met a European that said, "Oh no, they're great." They all said like, "No, they're a drain on our economy." I don't
Yeah.
follow that.
All right. Speaking of European, you haven't gone yet. Today.
I know I'm doing good. See, I'm not really drinking. I just not drinking enough, but I don't like to ruin tomorrow. That's my problem. So, yeah, but the other thing, well, I said two things, right? They didn't really follow the Queen. The second is like, yeah, the whole flag thing, right? We really take our flag serious, and that's something that's not done in other countries as much, right? It's just we
No, it's Old Glory.
It's Old Glory. That is it. She don't touch the ground. You
No.
stand up, salute it, put your hand over your heart,
Absolutely.
do what you got to do. But it's
That's because it's called being a patriot. Where did the word patriot come from?
I don't know. That's a good one.
Might be something to look into.
Oh, I thought you had an answer.
But I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure that patriots were what they called the first supporters of the
I think so.
move
Yeah,
away from Europe.
pretty from England when they didn't want to pay the taxes. Right?
I thought Patriots are what they called guys that cheated to win Super Bowls.
No, that's that's true too. Listen, football season is just around the corner.
I wish.
It is. It's going to be upon us pretty quick.
It is true. Yeah.
And I'd just like to say that this podcast will not be sucked in to the fake NFL. It's entirely fake and rigged.
They know who's going to win before they even start.
Oh, they do. They know the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I know, I know why? Because every year the Steelers have great players, and then they get rid of them because they're not allowed to win anymore. So they have to get rid of all their really good players, or else they're going to win.
They're slowly turning into the Pirates.
They have to go 9-8. They have to.
Yeah, they every time they start having a winning season, they're like, well, we can't win again. We have to
squeak by just so Tomlin gets his winning season. And
that's it.
Yeah. George Pickens gone. Najee Harris gone.
And they've hushed Belichick. I mean, completely hushed
He's
him.
hanging out with his
he's a
28-year-old girlfriend.
Well,
that's what they gave him to keep his mouth shut.
Right? Yep.
Well, he's the head coach at UNC now.
Oh, there you go. That's going to get him a long ways.
He brought his buddy and his son is his assistant and his buddy with the GM. I don't know if he's fat anymore. He was fat.
Here's the thing. They hushed Belichick by giving him this young girl. They're like, hey, all right, so you got all your rings. Brady, he was the poster child for, he good-looking man, we're going to make him great. Now, hush. Here's your 28-year-old girlfriend. She's going to take care of you. You just shut up and go somewhere else.
Did he retire?
No,
they fired him. They fired from the Patriots.
Did? When?
Yeah, he's coached
a couple years ago.
football.
2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a head coach of the University of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a hit on the Patriot word. Hammy says it comes from the Latin word that means fellow countryman.
There you go.
Oh, good hit. Thank you.
Hammy,
man.
Hammy, stop using the Google.
Oh, hey, no, I'm glad he did. I didn't know. I was here. I was going to have to go back tonight and look it up.
Hammy's out there using the Googles.
And here it is. It's from the original war, right?
But, just have to tell you, this Sugadar Sanderson kid,
Shador Sanders.
total jag.
Who is that?
His dad, you remember Deion Sanders?
Yeah.
Neon Deion, it's his freaking kid.
Holy cow, really?
He's more of a jag than Deion ever was. Thinks his shit.
I don't believe that.
He's a jag.
You're forgetting what Deion was like. Go back and watch some of these videos on YouTube.
Listen.
Deion was like. Deion was worse.
Bring Terrell Owens back into the NFL.
He wants to come back. He's 51. He wants to come back.
And now you have the ultimate jag back. Back in the day, there was a guy by the name of Hollywood Henderson. He played for the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. Hammy would know this because he's been following that losing battle for years. Years, those losers.
Over 30.
Yeah.
Well, no, about 30.
But he was the original NFL jagoff. Now, that's the last of the football talk. No more baseball talk either, because I think it's a stupid sport.
It's an American sport. You take that back.
Bocce.
That's
Bocce ball.
Hey, you ain't some bocce courts here in the new entertainment area.
I'm excited about that.
Yep.
Just saying.
I'm excited about that.
Casey, I've had a good night.
It's been a good one.
It has. TikTok followers, thanks you guys for sticking around. Thanks for all the roses. Thanks for all the questions and all that stuff.
I'm good. I'm good, Steven.
I mean, it's been a good week.
It has.
We'll be back again next week. Same back time, same back channel.
And God bless and take care.
God bless. Keep in touch with yourself.